first of all, let's introduce like your brand a little bit. Like, Yam.
Yes.
Where's it come from?
Like the name?
Yeah.
My favorite song is Yam Yam by No Vacation.
Okay.
So one day I just changed my Instagram username to Yam Yam, and my change that day was $9.28. So I put $9.28 just on some random shit, and then people started calling me Yam Yam, and I was like,
awesome.
that's kind of my brand now. I love it. It's like a cute name. It fits me.
No, it's literally the cutest thing.
Thanks.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, so then I just shortened it to Yam for my magazine and for my bracelets, and ever
And the
since
pink
then.
comes with it too, right? Like pink everything.
Pink everything.
Yeah.
That's like my signature right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it used to be bleached eyebrows.
Okay.
I was rocking like the no eyebrow look.
That's hard.
But then I decided to just dye my hair pink. I was like, fuck it.
Just like whatever.
So I love pink everything now.
Yeah, pink everything. Is
Yeah.
it like a certain hue of pink did you like settle on, or was it?
Definitely like a fuchsia or
Yeah.
magenta.
Yeah.
I like the hot pink in
Yeah.
general. Like I love bold colors.
That's
Just
why I
wearing
was like hot
pinks.
pink. I knew it was gonna be a good choice, honestly.
Yeah, especially with my hair, I'll just be pink on pink everything.
That's
I
what
love
I'm
it.
saying. Magazine, how did that tie into like the whole creative expression? Like, how did you end up wanting to make a magazine out of it?
So in college, I was a makeup artist,
Yeah.
and I worked for a couple magazines at school, and it was so much fun. I did a little bit of like help with creative direction, but not totally taking over. I didn't have like a big role or anything.
Yeah.
So I got super inspired working with everybody, and I was like, you know what? I kind of want to try to do it on my own.
Yeah.
I was pitching ideas, they weren't getting chosen because I feel like I was just picking really out of the box things that, you know, maybe isn't palatable for
Like what?
everybody.
Like what?
Like the Gyaru shoot I did, it's like a Japanese subculture.
Oh, yeah.
Very expressive, tan skin, colorful hair, jewelry, just stacks, like just super maximalist Harajuku. That was one of the shoots that I pitched, didn't get chosen. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it myself.
Yeah, just whatever.
Yeah, I just ended up doing it on my own because I was like, I don't need anyone's permission,
It
you
shouldn't
know?
hold you back at all.
Yeah,
and it
for
often
sure.
ends up like that. Like, okay, I gave you this idea because it's like, one, I think it's a good idea, and
Yeah.
two, you capable of it, and then it's like, okay,
Yeah.
now I got to figure out how to do this myself in a way.
Exactly.
Well, also that's a good thing because then you get 100% control of it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's something that I definitely struggled with working with other people in the past, is sometimes credit isn't given when it's due. And it just taught me a lot about collaborating with people and setting boundaries and, you know, making sure that everything is laid out before you do a shoot, you know, like how am I going to be credited? Is there a budget? You know, like business things like that. It's
Yeah.
definitely helped me with that as well.
It's low-key sad, like in the photography world, like you kind of have to have a contract if you want credit.
Yeah.
And it's really like, you think it's straightforward, and then it's like shoulder shrug. All of a sudden, it's like,
Yeah.
and it's like, if you don't set these like huge guidelines to how this whole thing is gonna work, it can go any which way.
It can get really messy.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I totally understand that, and I feel like a lot of other people that I've talked to about their creative process and everything, they always kind of hit a roadblock with other people, or not really
Yeah.
like a roadblock, but you gotta like filter out the right people. So is there like people that like work with your art code, you know what I mean, like that work well with your style and everything?
I would say people who have crazy imaginations like I do, I work really well with. Like, if we're bouncing ideas off each other and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and more alternative, or pushing the boundaries more and more, I love that. Like, when even every idea isn't going to be perfect or usable, right? But if you just say something out of the box and it's like, wow, I've never heard that before, I think I work really well with people like that.
Yeah, I remember I used to have this friend that they brought this idea up to me about a photo shoot. They were like, I'm really inspired by the guy who smoked the most cigarettes at once. And I was like,
I love that.
I loved it too. I was like so infatuated by it. I was like, why did you bring this up to me? But then we created this whole idea based off of it, because it was just like, you have that idea and then it's like back and forth and somehow
that.
our image just got weirder and weirder.
Yeah.
So the end product was gonna be like 25 photos of like someone trying to do it, but not really like succeeding at it because
Yeah.
it's a ridiculous thing to do.
Right.
But yeah, I love like weird and quirky ideas like that.
Me too.
Any influences specifically to like how extravagant your work is and stuff?
I would say Nicki Minaj
Yeah.
for sure.
Me and
It's-
John were talking about Nicki Minaj.
Really?
Yeah.
I love her.
Because we were just talking about how she expresses herself, like no matter what.
Very animated.
Yeah.
And unapologetic.
And she's theatrical.
Very.
Like it's actually like all the characters and everything.
Yeah.
And she's like expression to like the maximum, you know what I mean? She's the coolest person. So how did she inspire
100%.
you?
I grew up watching her music videos. I was on the family computer on
How old are you
YouTube.
really quick?
I'm 22.
Okay, so
Yeah.
We're around the same age. I'm 24.
Okay, got you. Yeah, I just grew up on the family computer on YouTube really bad. Like
Yeah.
YouTube every single day.
Being a badass kid. On
Yeah,
the
being a
internet.
bad kid on the computer. And I was just watching her music videos in absolute awe of like the color that was being used. Like
Yeah.
she would wear the bright pink lip,
Yeah, all the
a
hair.
blonde wig or
Yeah.
a green wig, leopard, everything. And I was like, this is who I want to be.
I
Like,
remember the wall of wigs, and I was like, "That's the craziest
she's amazing.
thing." Yeah.
She's so funny. Like,
Insane.
I love her. I love Lady Gaga.
Yeah,
I think
the edge.
Doja Cat has a cool edge to her too. Rico Nasty. I just love like all the alternative girlies in the
Yeah,
scene.
musicians a lot, so you get inspired by music a lot.
I do. I
Yeah.
mean, especially because that's where I got my name from.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it carries into my work, and
That's very true, because
Yeah.
it stems from music, but it's not really music. So,
yeah, my whole thing is like outside of music, but I do like to incorporate it. Even if it's something as simple as like putting a song on an Instagram post, it kind of creates like a vision for whatever photo shoot I just did.
And that kind of makes like the magazine make the most sense because you're just blending like all the cultures into one.
Yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Is there any specific people that you like incorporate in the magazine that like you feel like represents the brand the best?
Like models.
Yeah, models or creatives or anything like that.
I would say working with Tori recently. She has
Yeah.
a crochet brand.
Yeah.
That was really fun because I think she's another person who has a cool imagination like me.
Yeah.
So I know she does so many cool things with her fashion. I really wanted to see her in model mode as well,
Yeah.
which she does. Like Tori's a model and a designer, but she was mentioning to me like, hey, I haven't, modeled in a second. I'm like, you know what?
Let's do it.
Let's get you in it.
Yeah.
Like, and it was a Nicki Minaj and like Black China
There
vibe.
we
Like
go.
that was the whole vibe of it. Just
I
very
remember that one. That was
yeah,
sick.
but
Hell
thank
yeah.
you.
Hell
Very
yeah.
like 2010s fashion culture. Yeah, so working with her was super fun. But I do work with a lot of different photographers.
Yeah.
Miles, B Will. Yeah, my friend Jana, she's sick with the camera.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
They've made my magazine like really pop off too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And any other like, do you like spotlight artists, or is it more just like being creative, like what necessarily is in the magazine?
I would say a shoot that I did recently was spotlighting artists. One of them was Tori and then Leah. I don't know if you know Leah Gabrielle.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Sounds
yeah.
familiar.
Both really dope designers. I worked with White Rose Moxie on a shoot for his
Oh, yeah, I
new
saw
single.
that.
Yeah, Fashion Money.
Yeah.
So that was like highlighting women designers in the city.
Yeah.
So I thought that was super fun, and we're gonna make zines out of it too.
That's
So
super
we're gonna
cool.
get into print. And still do digital media because like that's everything right now. But
Yeah.
move on to maybe having something on the coffee table.
Like
I don't
physical
know.
print,
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel like that'd be cool.
Was that the ultimate goal for you, or was it just to have fun at the beginning, and now it's just ended up being like this?
I think the goal for me in the beginning definitely was just to have fun,
Yeah.
truly.
Just be creative.
Just be creative in the way that I wanted to, but now it's grown into something that I think I can make a career. But most importantly, it is my passion. But I want my passion to be my career, so
Yeah.
it works out perfectly.
I was just talking to another artist about that, like having a balance between the two. Like at the end of the call,
hard.
I was like I wish the best of luck to you, like not only in art life, because like art life isn't your whole life.
Yeah.
Like it's just a part of it. As much
Yeah.
as we love it, like it's just a part of it, and there is
Right.
another side you got focused. So like I meant the best intentions. Like I really like hope the best for your like regular life. So it
Yeah.
makes it easy to do creative stuff that we do. You
Hell
know what I
yeah!
mean?
I mean, you got to fund it somewhere. I work at Ulta right now. That's
It's
that's
a vibe though. And
It's
you
a
were
vibe.
in cosmetology before? You were
No, I just did makeup artistry just like at college.
Yeah? Do you still do it to this day?
On myself, yes.
I mean, of course, yeah. But like
on
with
myself,
others?
on other people from time to time. For the magazine, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely like the clown shoot was really fun. I had painted Jana in clown makeup. I love like special effects and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like the corset piercings I did on her. I want to do more stuff like that. You know.
That's hard. Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was super, super cool.
Thank you.
Any inspiration for that? Like, there's I forget what the name of the photographer is, but they would like in Japan specifically, and they always did nude photos, but it's like forbidden in Japan. So it was like very, very. I think his name was Ray. It was like Ray, and then the T with the last name. I'm not gonna try and pronounce his last name.
It's okay.
But they were like really influenced on just kind of being rebellious with their work. Do you feel like anyways like that with shoots like that?
For sure.
Yeah.
I think for that to be the first shoot on my page kind of set the tone for it. Like, no, this is about to be some weird shit, guys.
Yeah.
Strap in. Like, I want to keep pushing and keep doing things that maybe we don't see every day, you know? Because that was something I was looking up on YouTube as a kid too, like different piercings and tattoos, just anything in like punk culture I think is super important to me. So I definitely wanted to highlight that. And that rebellion, like that's definitely part of my brand, is that rebellious kind of take on things.
Like just kind of not even being the opposite, but just not sticking out too, but just being yourself. Right?
Literally, just being yourself. Do what you want, like for real.
That's why I could kind of tell with your band it's all about expression, which is kind of like me and John were talking about. I knew you were gonna be perfect to talk to because it's like my whole point of this is just for people to be able to express themselves.
Yeah.
Sometimes people feel like they can't, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
So this just gives that like super neutral, not positive, not negative. It's just what it is because like people can talk about their creativity, what they do, what they think about more than anything in their life.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm really glad that you came and talked and everything.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing to do, literally, is talk about the creative things I'm passionate about. When I meet other people like you, we just vibe and like we just get that creative mindset. It's awesome.
That's where I started this because it was actually me and John at an event talking at B Will's event. So shout out to B Will. And that was a really cool event. Met so many people at there. Yeah. And me and John just were talking for like an hour and a half straight. So it was just like, and
he's really nice.
Yeah.
He's really cool.
John is so cool.
Yeah.
And they're like, I just like talking with them because it's just like, one, it's easy, and two, it's like unless we had stuff to do, the conversation would not stop.
Yeah,
it's
I love
crazy
that.
with John. Like it just, the creativity keeps flowing and flowing. But do you have any plans with like interacting with the music community in the future? Because you're obviously like super involved with like it being an influence in your art, and also like I see you with like musicians all the time and working with them and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say transitioning into maybe directing music videos would be something really cool.
That would be sick.
I just have to wrap my mind around that because I'm already getting used to doing photography like 2 years later. Like I'm still kind of in the zone with that and really trying to make sure I do everything I need to with that. But I think even videos of just me doing my thing, having fun, like Israel inspires me a lot. His documentary series, I think doing something like that would be cool too. So transitioning to video is definitely like a goal for me.
I could definitely see it, especially with the format of that Moxie shoot that you did. I was like, that's a really cool style. I can see it with that, and it matches with the artist. So I can see you like taking like kind of not limitless, but you're like, let's stretch this as much as we can and make it as crazy as it can be. And then take it with another artist like Moxie, who's like really energetic music. It only makes sense.
Hell yeah. That like fusion was perfect. Like even just modeling in his video for the first time, after that we were like, let's work on something creative.
Well, that video was cool.
Yeah, with the red heel.
Who directed that?
It was like Iceefiles.
Yeah.
He did the video, and then we were all just talking, and we were like, okay, what should the next scene be?
Yeah.
I said, let's highlight the heel in some way, and then Icy was like, let's have you step on his face, and I was like, okay, bet.
I love the lighter getting passed around. Too.
Yeah, we got a lot of good video from that shoot.
Yeah,
it was really fun.
Really conceptually cool and just like inspiring to see for me. I make way different art, but then it's like, it's just so cool.
Yeah,
see,
it was
honestly.
really fun.
And it's always fun to just see people like maximizing what they want. You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
their vision and everything. Let's get into the Yam Bands.
Okay.
Where did these start right here? 'Cause
Okay.
they're so fun, first of all.
I just started drawing up like some mock-ups, different types of colors, different lengths of spikes, all that type of stuff. Got the materials, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna post it on my story, see if anyone's interested. And a couple people started replying. It started snowballing a little bit, and I was like, okay, this is really sick. Like,
You could do this.
yeah, I could, be in this jewelry bag for a second, and it's really fun. Like, I genuinely enjoy making them. I like giving them to people and like meeting new people because of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's like
It's
throwing
sick.
stuff at the wall and just seeing if it sticks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was just talking with another artist about that because it's just like, that's all you can do as a creative. And then when things start sticking, it's like, oh, okay.
It's interesting to
and then
see
it feels
what
good
does too, right?
Yeah. And it's like out of all the things, you know what I mean? Like,
it'll be something random.
Yeah.
It was so like even when you just asked me like how'd you think of it or where'd it come from, I'm like, you know
where
what?
did it come from?
Yeah, it was such a random little thing for me that I was just like, I look at a lot of things in stores and I think I could make that, or I
Fair
could make
enough.
it better or more customizable to me, you know? So I think that's kind of where I got it from, because I was buying spike bracelets from a thrift store.
Yeah.
You know, there's a goth store in Royal Oak that's really cool. They
I
have
know what
jewelry.
you're talking about.
Leather Noir.
Yeah, that's a
That
cool
place
ass
is really
place.
sick. I was buying them, but I was like, you know what? I could make these.
Yeah.
In the colors I want to, too.
I feel like a lot of creatives go like, I could make these clothes. Or like, what if I just did this? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
take
the
a
more
shot.
you learn, you just like realize, oh, it's way easier than you would think. You know
Hell
what I
yeah.
mean? So that's really cool to hear. And what's the future for the Yam Bands? We got any what's the future at for them?
I definitely want to get into spike chokers.
Okay.
Maybe even anklets.
Yeah,
I think that's a cool vibe. There's a brand called Fancy Club that has like spike anklets. I don't know if they sell them or if they just accessorize with them, but I see them a lot in their photo shoots.
Yeah.
So I think that would be really cool. Just getting the spikes everywhere, like
Yeah.
headbands, I don't know, everything.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And any other future projects that you got coming out?
Yeah. For my magazine, there's another shoot that I want to do inspired by bubble goth or pastel goth aesthetic.
Okay.
So it's like the alternativeness and like punkness of goth, but in like colors like pastel blue, pink, yellow,
So
stuff
just
like
like
that.
almost inversing it, but
Yeah.
then tinting it in a way. So
Yeah,
I like
it's
that.
it's like switching the colors up. So I definitely want to get into that. I think that would be super fun, especially with like Halloween coming up. That'll be exciting.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my next shoot. But you know, from here on out, I just want to keep doing fun stuff,
Yeah.
like just stuff that makes me happy, for real.
And let's talk about photography. Like, what got you into that? Honestly, like, what made you really start wanting to capture images? Because I remember for me, like 10 years ago, it's just like I just want to freeze time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
I
for
relate
you-
to that.
Yeah, for you, it seems like you're like not less creating a moment, but like you got like real artistic definition behind it, and you also got a lot of like I do stage building for like theater.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like I see the theatricalness of like
Yeah.
your stuff. So
For sure.
yeah, I just wanted to hear like your inspiration with photography because it sounds a little different than me, but not like too far off. You know?
Yeah, I would definitely say like the freezing time and capturing the moment is something I relate to a lot, but it's also building like a dream world for me. Like there's in my head there's like Yam Land and there's a
Yam
lot
Land.
there's a lot going on
I
in
can
there.
imagine it.
It's like Candyland or something. Just a lot going on. And I wanted to just encapsulate exactly what's in my head. Like every piece of inspiration that I've gotten as a kid, I've continued to think about it and see how I can make it grow in my own way and capture that into like a mini universe. Every time I post, it's like a new aspect of this dream world that I'm building.
New POV. That's
Yeah,
funny.
literally.
No, for real. But that's a cool thing though. And then like people our age, it's very interesting. Like grew up with TVs a lot more. So like we got like this like alternate space that we think about, you know what I mean? That alternate to that. So
Yeah.
it's cool that instead of you just looking at it, you were like, let me create my own, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Seemed really, really cool.
Yeah, thank you.
And then I love how you're like super fashion type, fashion, everything. It seems like
Yeah.
what's your inspiration behind that besides Nikki and stuff like that, like with like the actual pieces and everything?
Like what I like to wear?
Yeah.
I would say it comes from my love for punk.
Yeah.
I love preppy styles like knee-high socks, stuff
Yeah.
like that, collars, polos.
But like mixing the two together.
Yeah, I like mixing the two. And then I like combining like bold colors like these with black and just like kind of like the pastel goth thing. Just like throwing like a little curve on multiple styles that I like. But
like a remix almost. Like
yeah,
a music.
it is a remix. It's every little piece of fashion that I like combined into one thing. I also just love like glamour, like bling, big hair, obviously pink hair. Just, you know, just kind of the maximalist look a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Just trying to be bold and just unapologetic. I love that. And I'm a fashion student at MSU, so so I like to, you know, create my own things as well. I'm working on a polo right now as part of like this preppy look that I want to go for. So yeah, that's definitely what inspires it.
No, definitely. Anything else you want to say before I end the interview or anything?
Follow me on Instagram, Eat Your Yams.
Eat Your Yams.
That's my magazine, and my main is Yam 928.
Sweet.
Nice. Thank you.